Today on Vox, we have information on Alveda King, the Venezuelan food crisis, and more. Zach Byron will have your local weather, and Jay Standridge will have your sports.
It's Wednesday, September 19th, 2018, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Mary Beth Mangrum.
And I'm Taylor Lawson.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, Alveda King, stopped in Dalton on Tuesday night. As she lived through the civil rights movement, King decided to speak on her experiences at the Women's Enrichment event. Minister King also spoke on her own personal experiences with birth complications, telling women to live healthy lives, steer away from abortion, and consider all of their options.
The death of Sacramento-Dundee County Sheriff's Mark Strasick lit the stage door for protest and counter-protest outside a law enforcement convention in downtown Sacramento. Reporter Lamore Abrams, live at City Hall in downtown Sacramento with the very latest, is here.
Protesters clashing outside a law enforcement convention in downtown Sacramento. Police supporters versus Black Lives Matter activists separated by police in riot gear on the sidewalks of J Street until they took their demonstrations directly to the street, staging a so-called die-in on the hot cement. They set out dozens of makeshift coffins, then got in them. Each one, they say, symbolic of the lives killed in officer-involved shootings in the city, including the life of Stephon Clark, the young Sacramento father killed in his grandmother's backyard on March 18th, 6 months to the day. But pro-law enforcement protesters say they're grieving too over the death of Sacramento County Sheriff's Deputy Mark Strasick, killed in the line of duty just yesterday.
I'm here to support of the Sheriff's Department and in honor of the deputy that was killed yesterday.
We didn't do anything to that sheriff deputy, so to respond to us as a result of what happened to him is a huge racist statement. Who do you serve?
BLM Sacramento founder Tanya Faison is referring to the statement made by Sheriff Scott Jones at a press conference about the fallen deputy.
One of the things you can do is go down there. Go down to the convention center tomorrow between 11 and 1 and show your support for law enforcement.
Activists accuse the sheriff of declaring war on them. Jones later clarified his remarks, maintaining he never called for a counter-protest. Stephon Clark's family says that's exactly what he got.
That's right. We're going to have justice for Stephon Clark.
Fight for my grandson to the day I die.
There's going to be
to the day I die.
Venezuela is struggling through a food crisis, but that didn't stop President Nicolas Maduro from feasting on pricey steaks and smoking cigars at a fancy Istanbul restaurant Monday. Now, a viral video of the extravagant meal is drawing condemnation. Linda Kincaid tells us the story.
Let them eat steak. A top chef in Turkey serving up a decadent dinner to Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife. Video posted on Instagram and Twitter shows Maduro eating expensive steak and smoking cigars in the high-end Istanbul restaurant run by chef Nusret Göçe, better known to the internet as Salt Bae. A meal fit for a king, served up as millions of his people back in Venezuela are starving. The country is in the middle of a humanitarian and economic crisis with shortages of food and medicine. A recent study says that 87% of the people live in poverty. Food prices are so high that many Venezuelans skip meals or have to wait in long lines for scarce supplies. A 2016 study showed that more than 2/3 of the country lost weight from 2015 to 2016. The amount lost, almost 9 kilograms per person. So the sight of their leader eating so lavishly is not going down so well.
They sit at a table and smoke fine tobacco and eat fine meat. And what's here for the Venezuelan?
I see people eating from the garbage. It makes me want to cry when I saw that. When I saw that they're eating fresh food with the most famous chef in the world sitting at the table.
Venezuela's political opposition says the meal is just another sign of how disconnected Maduro is from his people. U.S. Senator Marco Rubio, who has been an outspoken critic of Maduro's, also weighed in, saying cooking for him is nothing to be proud of. He tweeted, "He is actually the overweight dictator of a nation where 30% of the people eat only once a day, and infants are suffering from malnutrition." The restaurant, which charges hundreds of dollars for some cuts of meat, has since taken down the video as the backlash continues to grow over the elaborate meal that so many find distasteful. Linda Kincaid, CNN.
Now let's send it over to Zach with your weather report.
Good afternoon. I'll have more on your the aftermath of Hurricane Florence, plus your 7-day forecast after this break.
Oh, that is awful. Oh, no way. That is not happening.
Yes. Our new hot, fresh breakfast will get you the readiest.
Yes.
Holiday Inn Express. Be the readiest.
A deadly tornado spun its way through Chesterfield on Monday. Eric Flores recorded the rare event on his cell phone. Shannon Lilly reports.
The sound of crunching.
I don't know, it happened really fast.
That's what Wireless Solutions employee Eric Flores says he heard as this tornado came barreling toward him. He captured this video as it all unfolded and says moments after this video stops, a shard of metal came through the window.
Fortunately, thank you God, nothing happened to...
His boss, Ricardo Garza, wasn't at the store when it happened, but says minutes after receiving the alert on his phone,
we don't got time to be prepared.
He got the call from Flores, then came back to the destruction.
A few minutes later, everything happened. The store was damaged and the area as well.
Just across the street, a tornado ripped off the roof of the Old Dominion Floor warehouse and killed an employee inside. The National Weather Service came to survey the damage Tuesday morning. Meteorologist in charge Jeff Orrock says an EF2 tornado with 120-mile-an-hour winds ripped through this building. He says the employee killed was found underneath the rubble.
This one was definitely the most violent, it looks like, so far.
Garza says he'll now begin to rebuild.
Start again. Start over.
Thankful that the tornado didn't take another life.
But I say thank you, Jehovah, for protecting us.
Thank you, Shannon. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. For today, we have sunny skies with a high of 90, low of 66. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have highs of 91 and 87 with lows of 60, 68 and 67 and 66 with sunny, cloudy, and rainy weather. Now for next week, we have highs of 83, 81, and 80 with lows of 66 with rainy weather. Now that's all from me. Now let's send it over to Jace with your scores from last night.
Bradley faces Ray County Friday night. Where and when did they play? We'll find out after this break.
Our new hot, fresh breakfast will get you the readiest. Holiday Inn Express. Be the readiest.
Jack, take my hand.
Oh, that's gross. No, I'm good. Probably not enough room for both of us on that anyway.
Jack, there's plenty of room for both of us on this door. Just take my hand.
Yeah, no. You know what? You can just have like a good life or whatever.
Jack.
I'm just gonna...
welcome back. Let's get right into it. Bradley went to Saudi Daisy to face the Trojans, and the Bears lost 3-0. This Friday, come out and show your support for the Bears as they face the Eagles. It's at Ray County, but if you can't make it, you can listen to us at the Buzz 101.3. And that's all for me. After this break, we'll take a look at your school announcements.
Daddy, we don't say words like that. Good examples. Pass them on.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Today we are highlighting agricultural science for our career and tech program of the day. Thank you, Mrs. Carey. Tomorrow we will highlight business. Now let's take a look at our school announcements.
The 2018 homecoming dance is next Friday, September 28th. The dance will begin after the football game and will be held in the courtyard for a dance under the stars. Along with this, there will be a live DJ, refreshments, and outdoor activities. Don't worry about dressing up. The dress code for this event will be casual. If you are interested in attending, tickets will be $8 and they will go on sale Wednesday, September 26th through Friday, September 28th in the cafeteria during your lunch period. Don't procrastinate because tickets will not be sold at the door.
We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can also check us out on Facebook, SchoolTube, and of course, VoxNews.net.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.